What's up YouTube, Trevor here, and in this video I'm going to do my absolute best to go over everything you could possibly want to know about the new Pokémon TCG Live game. Let's get into it. Okay, before we really dive in, I want to start off by saying all the links and other information that I mentioned will be in the description of this video, so if you want, if I mention a link or if I rattle off some numbers, all that info should be in the description, but if you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment. I will definitely respond to them. If you find the video useful, be sure to leave a like, and if you enjoy the content, be sure and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. It really helps with the algorithm. The first and most important question that you'll probably have is, how do I play it? Currently, as of this recording, February 25th, Pokemon TCG Live is currently only available to people in Canada. However, you can also pretend to be in Canada. If you are not in Canada, there are ways to gain access. I'm not sponsored by any VPN companies, so I'm not going to link anything in particular. You can figure it out. If you have questions, join my Discord and I can help you out a little bit more there as to how to get access. But I'll put some links in the description of where you can get access if you are in Canada. When you first log into, and then even after you log in, you don't have to do it right away. You can skip that and do it later if you just want to get in and look at it before migrating. You'll have the option once you're into the game to migrate your TCG Online account. You will, if you play, you will eventually want to do this, and I will explain why. Certain things will be able to be migrated from TCG Online to TCG Live. Cards from the Sword and Shield series and Sun and Moon series, transferable and playable in TCG Live at launch. Cards from XY and Black and White are transferable but will not be playable until a future update. You'll be able to transfer 4 copies of a unique card. One copy of A-Spec, Prism Star, Pokemon Star, 1 copy of each part of V-Union, and 59 copies of a basic energy card, excluding non-foil basic energy cards without a collector number or expansion icon. So that means, you just like in TCG Online, you'll have infinite copies of basic energies, right? But if you have, say, foil energies or different art energies, you'll be able to transfer up to 59 of those if you have different art energy cards. Accessories, mini coins, card sleeves, and dex boxes are transferable with a maximum of 1 copy per item. Additional copies of coins, card sleeves, and dex boxes will not be transferred. So cosmetics, some, it says mini, who knows what those are, but mini cosmetics will be transferable, but additional copies of those cosmetics will not be. This is the content that you will not be able to transfer whatsoever. Anything from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver series of cards, avatar items, unopened avatar collection boxes, unopened products and bundles. That means packs and theme decks and things like that. Any sort of in-game currency, tokens, tickets, etc. Friends list, and saved deck lists. This is an important one. If you have deck lists that you want to transfer, you have to do that manually. You'll need to go into TCG Online, export the deck list as a text file, and then you'll be able to import that into here, right? I believe right there, import a deck from your clipboard. You will want to do this before migrating your account. Reason being, once you migrate your TCG Online account, you will no longer be able to log into the TCG Online app. So if you have deck lists that you want to transfer, do that first before migrating your account. Otherwise, you will lose those. Now, you heard me mention that unopened product, like packs, will not be transferred. What happens there is that if you have unopened packs, you get crystals, which are the sort of premium currency in TCG Live for how many unopened items you have. For example, here's a little list right here of how many crystals you'll get for a certain number of unopened items. You'll notice that it caps out at 125. For 125 or more unopened items, you will get 12,400 crystals. If you have less than 10, it's 500. 10 to 24, 1100. 25 to 49, 2250. 50 to 124, 4700. And then 125, 12,400. Now, just looking at these numbers, that should be pretty obvious. If you have unopened items, it would be very smart to try and get 125 unopened packs, because it's just such a huge increase. Like if you have 120, buy 5 pack codes, buy 5 packs, get the codes online, whatever, like to, you know, for a handful of packs to go from 4,700 to over 12,000 crystals. It's a huge jump. So like if you're trying to min max your transfer, highly recommend trying to get 125 unopened packs of some sort in the TCG Online app before migrating, so that you'll get the maximum number of transferred crystals. However, do keep in mind that there are some unopened products that do not count towards this number. Booster packs and theme decks from the Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and any of the Heart Gold, Soul Silver expansions, and the Call of Legends expansions, reward chests and cosmetic boxes are not eligible to be transferred. So if you have any of those, they do not count towards this number. But anything after that, any expansions not mentioned, should transfer and give you, not transfer, but should give you crystals when you migrate. Any extra copies of cards that you have, so like cards from the expansions that we mentioned earlier, will be migrated to your collection. A big difference between online and live is that you can't have extra copies of a card. You can only have 4 copies of a card. Any extras are turned into credits, which are like the dust currency that you can use to buy new cards or craft new cards. If you have extra copies of a card in addition to the base 4 in TCG Online, those are not transferred, and you also do not get credit for them in TCG Live. So something to keep in mind if you have like a large number of a particular card that you like use for trading on the marketplace or something like that. It's probably best to try and do something with those, because you're not going to get anything for them once you migrate. So if you can get something for them in TCG Online before migrating, you know, you'll come out a little bit ahead. Pokemon TCG Live, this new client, has 3 different kinds of currency. We've talked about 2 of them a little bit while talking about migrating your TCG Online account. The third one that we haven't talked about is coins. Coins are just for cosmetics. You know, clothes for your avatar, custom coins, deck sleeves, deck boxes, that sort of thing. I think that's everything. Those are all the cosmetics. You get these by completing quests, which we'll talk about here in a second, new tiers on the battle pass, which we'll also talk about, and leveling up your character. You can also exchange crystals for coins in the shop. Do not do this. That is a trap. Unless you like have every card that you could ever possibly want from every expansion and have no need to buy any boosters whatsoever. Even then, I would say don't do it. But if you absolutely want to, if you just have just an overabundance of crystals burning a hole in your pocket and you don't know what to do with them, then I guess if you want to exchange them for coins, but like the idea of exchanging a currency that you can use to buy packs for a currency that is just for cosmetics, especially when you can't like spend real money to buy any of these currencies, seems insane to me. That seems like a trap. Like, don't do it. Like, it is a huge waste, considering there are several other ways to get coins, and there's not really any good ways to get crystals, which we're gonna talk about. Crystals you can exchange for a premium pass, which we'll get to, booster packs, bundles. The exchange rate is roughly 200 crystals for a booster pack, similar to a lot of things. If you buy more packs at once, it's slightly less than that. If we go to the shop, we can actually see that it's 200 for 1, 560 for 3. So you're getting like a little bit of a discount there, and then it's 1120 for 6. So if you buy, it's one of those things where if you want to get the most bang for your buck, you always want to be buying 6 booster packs instead of 1 or 3, because they're going to be the cheapest per pack at that point. And then lastly is the credits. These, if you've played any other digital trading card game, this is like the dusting mechanic from Hearthstone, or destroying cards to craft new ones. Anytime you get a card from a pack that is extra, if you already have 4 copies of it in your collection, you will get credits for it, and you can use credits to craft new cards in the deck editor. So let's take a look at that crafting mechanic and how much credits it costs to craft certain cards. I'll put a link to the Cerebi page where I got this information in the description, but just so it's in the video, here's the list of card rarities and how much each one costs in credits to craft. Don't have a whole lot of commentary on those costs. It's still very, like, the game is still new, so it's hard to say whether these costs seem fair or not, because I don't know yet how often you'll be getting credits from things like leveling up and packs and things like that. I haven't really done the analysis on that yet. Okay, let's talk about Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is something that I've ranted about a little bit on stream. If you watch me on Twitch, I think I might have talked about it a little bit in my first thoughts video on this channel as well. The Battle Pass seems a little weird to me right now as a new, fresh player. This is where properly migrating your TCG Online account is gonna, come in handy. Like every other game with a Battle Pass, you've got 2 tiers. You've got the basic, which is free, and then you've got the premium tier down here. If you buy the premium tier, you get everything on the basic as well as everything on the bottom here. The premium pass is 800 crystals, or you can spend 2,000, get the premium pass as well as unlocking 15 tiers immediately. Individual tiers cost 200 crystals to unlock if you don't want to, do it the old-fashioned way of playing the game and leveling up. So 15 tiers, what is that? 15 tiers times 200 is 3,000 crystals. So if you have the crystals, this is a good value. But you can't buy crystals, right? Just like TCG Online, there's no way to spend money in the game. So if you're not migrating a TCG Online account, you start out with a few hundred crystals. During the tutorial, you'll do some battles, like AI battles. They'll give you some crystals, and then as part of the tutorial, they make you buy a pack. You can't skip it, I don't think. You might be able to, in which case you probably should, so that you can get the premium pass instead of having to buy some random pack. But if you're like a new player who's not trying to min-max, who's just going with the flow with the tutorial, doing what the game tells them to do, you're going to end up with a little over 500 crystals once they dump you out of the tutorial and tell you to go have fun. That's not enough to buy the premium pass. And the only way to get crystals is there's 2 ways. It tells you right here, completing quests, achieving new tiers in the Battle Pass, and leveling up. Now, achieving new tiers in the Battle Pass, that only applies if you have the premium pass already, which costs 800. Otherwise, your 2 sources of crystals are going to be daily quests, which this daily quest right here gives you 40 crystals. Now, you can replace these once a day, right? But it's always 1 gives you coins, 1 gives you crystals, and it's always, in my experience, and this is my 3rd day, and I've recycled each of them once, it's always 50 coins, 40 crystals. The other way you have of getting crystals is leveling up your character. Now, I don't know how often you get crystals from that. I got 50 crystals, I believe it was, whenever I hit level 5, but then none at level 6. So I'm not sure yet what the frequency is of crystals for level. It might be every 5, or it might be every 2 or 3 or something. That is yet to be seen, but that's still pretty much a trickle. So if you're a new player coming in, not transferring anything from TCG Online, expect to not be able to get the Battle Pass until at least like a week into it, and be sure to do this daily quest every day. It resets at like noon Eastern time, and if you do this daily quest every day, then you will be able to get the battle pass in about a week. If you are a new player coming in, not transferring, do these quests every day, you'll be able to afford the premium pass in about a week, 6 or 7 days. Now, the real question here is, if you are a new player, if you're limited on crystals and that's your only source of crystals, is it worth it to do this premium pass? That's, any game with a battle pass, that's always a big question, is the battle pass worth it? Now, I've done some math here on what you get from the pass. Now, if you do not spend the crystals and you just have the basic pass, here's what you get. That's 92 Brilliant Stars packs and 1,960 credits. If you remember the list of values earlier, that's enough credits if you completely finish the battle pass, which is 60, I think it's 70 levels, which that'll take a while. You got to do that in 13 weeks or so. You'll get enough credits to craft a whole bunch of commons or uncommons if you want, a handful of rares, or if you're trying to build a somewhat meta deck, you'll be able to craft 1V and 1V max. So the value prop there is a little iffy, but if you do the premium pass, here's what you get in addition to that. You still get everything on the basic pass, so you still get all of those Brilliant Stars packs, which is the best value in the battle pass, to be honest, is all of these packs. That's 92 packs by the end of the battle pass. That's a pretty good value if you're not going out and buying real packs or pack codes on the internet. You get 975 coins, which is just for cosmetics. I'm kind of just going to ignore those, to be entirely honest. I don't care about cosmetics, deck sleeves, deck boxes, coins, clothes for my avatar, whatever. 600 crystals, which this is a weird one because the pass costs 800 and you get 600 from it. It's very common in a lot of other games that have battle passes for the premium pass to pay for itself if you're an active player, as a way to keep people active in the game, right? If somebody pays for the premium pass and they get to the very end and they do every single level of the battle pass, they are an important member of the community, right? Like, they're an active player. You want to keep them active. It should pay for itself. Now, if you're doing the daily quest every single day, you'll probably still have enough crystals by the time the next battle pass comes around to afford it, because even once you buy the premium, you're still going to be getting these daily quests for crystals. So it's not a huge deal that you're getting them for free from the quest. I just found it a little bit odd that the premium pass gives you 200 fewer crystals than what it costs to just straight up buy it. It's kind of weird to me. Over the course of the premium pass, you'll get a Mew/Genesect deck. Let's take a look at that. So like, as soon as you buy it, you get this right here, right? Which is a basic Mew and Genesect V deck. I've played this in ranked, I've not played it myself, but I played against it in ranked, and it's a pretty good deck. So that's a good value right there. And plus, you will get some extra copies of some of those cards throughout the pass here, right? And so you'll be able to add those to that deck and make it stronger. So once you get to the end of the pass, you'll have a handful of copies of each of these like strong cards to add to this Mew/Genesect deck, which is, like I said, a pretty good deck, in addition to the starter decks that they give you, which we can go over here in a second. The other things that you get are 2 Fusion Strike packs, 2 Celebration packs, 2 Evolving Skies packs, 1 Chilling Reign, 1 Battle Styles, and then a Brilliant Stars pack that I'm not sure what exactly it entails. Let me find it on the pass here real quick. Right here. So it says 1. It looks like a booster box almost, but it's not super clear what comes in. It says 9 cards per pack. So is this one 9-card pack, or is it like a box of like a bunch of packs? It's tough to say, but if I'm looking at the drop rates, which that's pretty cool. that the drop rates are now right here. It seems like it comes, so let's say card 1, right? Character V or VMAX, common foil, or character rare. Small chance to upgrade to a super rare card. And then it says that for a lot of them: common foil, character rare, character V or VMAX, small chance to upgrade. So it seems like it's a 9-card Brilliant Stars pack where all of the cards are pretty rare and have a chance to be super rare. And then, you know, 7 and 8 are guaranteed ultra rare, and then card 9 is rainbow or secret rare. So like, as far as I can tell, this is a 9-card pack that just has 9 very rare holo or, you know, character art or full art, promo, rainbow, secret rare, ultra rare, whatever, right, cards in it, I think is what that is, which is pretty cool. Those are some rare cards that probably are hard to get otherwise. But I need to get to level 50 in order to really know what is in there. I think it's just the 1 pack. We'll see. So my verdict on is the premium pass worth it? It costs 800, right? Which is roughly the cost of 4 packs if you were to buy them in the shop. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, like 8 regular packs, like 8 regular boosters, plus that 1 Brilliant Stars rare. If you are actively playing the game every day and think that you will complete the pass, get to the very end, or at least level 50, it is worth it. Like 100%. Buy the premium pass if you're going to play every day actively and complete the pass. It makes more sense to spend 800 crystals on the pass than it does 800 crystals on just 4 boosters. Especially if you are migrating from a TCG Online account and are min-maxing like we talked about earlier and have 12,000 some crystals as soon as you start the game. There is no reason not to buy this premium pass, because you get, despite not giving you enough crystals back to pay for itself, it does pay for itself in the number of extra packs that you get from it. So definitely worth it once you have enough. As you can see, this is a totally fresh account, no migration whatsoever. I don't have enough crystals to buy it yet, and I'm only level 3 on the battle pass, so I've not had a chance to play a whole lot yet. But once I have enough crystals, I definitely plan on buying the premium pass so that I can get the rest of this stuff. Let's talk real quick about play modes. If you'll remember, in TCG Online, there were a number of formats that you could play. There was obviously the ranked, I believe there was casual, and then there was a theme deck format that you could play in where you only played against other people with theme decks, and then there were the tournaments, right? First and foremost, tournaments are gone. There are no more tournaments, no tickets, none of that stuff. That's just not in TCG Live as of this recording. They may add it later, who knows, but as of right now, if you want to play the card game against other people, you have 2 options. You have ranked and you have casual. Ranked mode is only standard format. Casual, you can choose between standard and expanded. In ranked mode, there are various different ranks, and you get rewards whenever you reach a new rank. All of the rank rewards are cosmetics, so if that's important to you, have at it. I mean, honestly, if you're playing the game, you might as well play ranked, because the rewards are the same between ranked and casual, other than the fact that in ranked you have a chance of getting cosmetics, so like it's slightly better. And then if you play at least 5 matches, you get a pack at the end of the ladder. So you might get more than that. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait until I get up a rank and see if the ladder end rewards change. It's possible. I think that's how it works in a lot of ranked playlist games. Okay, and I think the last thing that I want to go over real quickly is the decks that you start out with. You start out with a Rapid Strike Urshifu deck. I've made some changes to it. So like, as you can see, it says tweaked Urshifu, but it's by and large the same deck. The changes I made was I replaced Fighting Energy with Water Energy, put some Melanies in there, and I used some credits to get an extra Urshifu V and VMAX, and removed some unnecessary stuff from there. But otherwise, this deck is pretty similar. I may put out another video on how you can tweak this Urshifu deck to make it into this, because this is significantly better than the one they start you with, and it's gotten me quite a few wins. So I think it's one of the better starter decks that you get. You get this Decidueye and Inteleon deck, which is also pretty good. It's got no V or VMAX Pokemon in it, but it's got Decidueye, which is a excellent counter against decks that rely on V or VMAX because it can't be damaged by them. I've definitely been wiped by this deck a few times whenever I've tried playing a deck that like relies on V or VMAX. They get a Decidueye out there and I'm boned. I can't do anything. So this one's pretty good too. Big fan of this Shadow Rider Calyrex deck. Its focus is getting as much energy on the board as quickly as possible. You've got Cresselia. You want to go second with this deck for sure, because it's got Cresselia, which Crescent Glow. Search your deck for an energy card, or if you go second in your first turn, you get 3 energy cards and attach them to a Pokemon. You've got Articuno in here that whenever you play it, you can attach 2 energy cards to it from your hand whenever you play it. You've got Calyrex VMAX, which once during your turn, you can attach a Psychic Energy from your hand to a benched Psychic Pokemon. So like, if you play your cards right with this, you can be, I think I had one turn where it was my first turn. So like turn 2, I've got Cresselia in the front. I play Articuno from my hand. I think I attached like 6 Psychic Energy in like on turn 2. It was nuts. And then, most of their attacks do more damage for more Psychic Energy, right? So like you want to get this Calyrex VMAX out there. You want to have all of your Psychic Energy on the board, and you're going to be doing 300 plus damage with every hit with that. I'm not going to go into detail for every deck because I haven't played with all of them, just the fun ones. This one, Inteleon V and VMAX deck, sort of based around hitting your opponent's benched Pokemon, sniping them with Inteleon. This Blissey V deck is a pretty fun, if somewhat circumstantial, stall deck. It's all about getting that Blissey V out there, and it's got a ton of healing items in it. So it's all about getting a Blissey V on the board with as much energy on it as possible, keeping it alive for as long as possible, and just like wrecking once you get like 5-6 energy cards on there. Zacian and Zamazenta, this is the first deck you play with in the tutorial. It's fine. It's got Zacian and Zamazenta in it, so if you're into that, go for it. I've not played this deck yet, but I have been wrecked by it. It's all about having as many Rapid Strike cards in your hand as possible and using Rapid Strike Tentacles. Single Strike Urshifu, I've not played with this one yet either, so I really can't tell you what it's all about. And then Suicune V, also have not played with this. I have played against it, and if I remember correctly, I beat it, but like it did not have a chance to pop off, so I'm not sure what the... I think this is all about getting as many Pokemon on the board as possible so that Blizzard Rondo does more damage, but I don't know the full sort of strat of that deck. And yeah, that's about everything I can think of that you might want to know about Pokemon TCG Live. If there's anything I didn't answer, if there's anything I didn't cover, if you have any questions whatsoever, be sure to leave a comment down below. I will definitely respond. Definitely want to, help folks out as much as I can. If you appreciated the info, liked the video, be sure and, leave a like. Click that like button, demolish it. If you enjoyed the content and want to check out some more content on the channel, be sure and subscribe and turn on notifications. All that stuff really helps with the algorithm. And if you want to see me live, I've been doing a lot of TCG Live on stream. Check me out at twitch.tv/Trevzor. I'll obviously be a link to that in the description as well. And I stream Monday through Thursday, bright and early AM Eastern time. So usually around 5 or 6 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're a DGen who's still awake, or if you're an adult like me who wakes up early, definitely check out the stream. We have a lot of good times over there. So thanks a bunch for watching. Really appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.